particularly this part of the year, guys get dinged up and shoot, man, we're fortunate to have a bunch of really tough guys up front. So it's really a security blanket for me right now in terms of being able to call this game and not have to worry about them being able to function and do their job. So just want to give them a shout out as we get started here today. They've done a great job. Our tackles are as good as it gets in this business. Frank's playing out of his mind at center right now, and then our guards are playing really solid football as well. So it makes my life a lot easier.
Hello there, and welcome to the Hat and Beard Christmas special, featuring the Detroit Lions and Carolina Panthers. I know what you're asking yourself. Where is Hat and Beard? I'm right here, you silly goose. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick little Christmas update video, a little preview video for the Week 16 matchup where the Carolina Panthers will be hosting our beloved Detroit Lions. Before we get too far down the line, go ahead and do me a favor. Go ahead and click like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you like the kind of content that we provide here, and if you're really feeling froggy, go ahead and ring the little bell so that you never miss out on any notifications. That way, you'll always know when I'm uploading new content for you. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into the fun stuff. Look guys, this could be an easy trap game for us. We all know that Carolina is not the team that they once were, nor are they the team that they want to be in the next 2 or 3 years. They're a bit of a dumpster fire of an organization. They traded away their #1 offensive threat this year. Who am I talking about? Robbie Anderson, of course.
Well, when the bow breaks, the cradle will fall. And it has fallen here.
Trading away Christian McCaffrey showed a clear demolition and blow up and rebuild of the Carolina Panthers, which is completely fine. You know, they do still have some weapons. DJ Moore is actually an elite wide receiver, although he is completely handcuffed to the terrible play of his quarterbacks. When given the opportunity, DJ Moore makes a lot of plays. He's probably a top 10 wide receiver in the league, just highly underutilized and highly ignored by the mainstream media because he plays for Carolina, and they're a really bad organization. But they do still, because the NFC South is so bad, both teams are playing for a playoff berth, and if Carolina beats us, that's going to continue. That will keep them alive a little bit, but then that's also going to cripple our plans for being in the playoffs. And I know none of us want that. We're all really hoping for the playoff berth, but we still have 3 big games ahead of us. 2 of them are on the road. What do we need to do offensively? Well, see, Carolina is another team that has an underrated defense. They're not quite as good as the Jets. They do have a plethora of playmakers. Brian Burns has got voted to the Pro Bowl. He's an electric defensive end, but again, our offensive line is top 5. Penei Sewell got snubbed from the Pro Bowl, and he'll be matched up against Brian Burns probably the majority of the game. I am a little hesitant of their corners. Again, you know, we've seen our team go up against elite corners and Sauce Gardner last week and Jair Alexander against the Packers early on. But J.C. Horn is a very electric shutdown corner. Depending on where the matchup is, we're going to have to spread the ball around. Do I want to see Jared Goff throw the ball 25, 30 times? No, I want to see a duplicate performance, although more productive with more points than we had against the Jets. I'm looking to see a lot of Jay Willie and a lot of Swift and a lot of Justin Jackson. I actually am starting to think that our team is transitioning more to utilizing Justin Jackson to spell DeAndre Swift more and reducing Jay Willie's role more to just a goal line back, which is fine if he's okay with that being his role. I just would rather see Jay Willie get more run because I have a preference for Jamal Williams. I like him. He seems like a fun guy, though I'm not taking away from Justin Jackson. You guys know how I feel about Justin Jackson. I've been kind of on his nuts since the preseason. We're going to need to use this game as a good indicator to see if we're going to be able to make a playoff push, because last game we were a little sloppy. We got bogged down. Yeah, we were able to coach our way out of a bad situation, but that game came right down to the wire. I'm not expecting this game to come down to the wire. I'd like to see us win by 2 possessions. I did, however, happen to catch a little bit of Carolina Panthers content the other day, guys, and what's really funny to me, and you guys, I think you guys will find this too, they all seem to think that DJ Shark is our #1 wide receiver and that they need to somehow figure out how to shut down Jameson Williams. Nobody ever mentioned ASB, man, so I'm kind of hoping that ASB gets overshadowed and gets to have an ASB day, you know, 14 catches, 144 yards, and a touchdown. But that would mean that Jared Goff's throwing the ball a lot, and I'm not really on board with Jared Goff throwing the ball too much. I'd like to, again, see the ball be put into the running back's hands and let our offensive line just do what they do. Defensively, look, the Panthers don't have a lot of weapons. They have really one strong weapon that we need to figure out how to shut down, and unfortunately, he's a wide receiver. And you guys know that even bad quarterbacks look good against the Lions. And I'm not saying that Sam Darnold is going to look really good, because that's that's a tall order to make Sam Darnold look good. Sam Darnold will probably throw for 250, pushing 300 yards and a touchdown, and they expect DJ Moore to make a lot of plays. He's a playmaker. He's a good wide receiver. He knows how to get open and take advantage of a defense. I'm not saying our DBs are completely terrible and they're just going to be completely inept, but we do need to realize that Ife Melifonwu is going to be starting at safety this week, so we're down some players on an already weak secondary. However, their offensive line they're starting to retool it and rebuild it over the draft, but they're not good. They're just flat out not good. Look, I'm saying it right now. Carolina Panthers offensive line is not good, and our defensive line is very, very good, especially the last 6 weeks. They've just been absolutely electric getting to the quarterback, and I'm not really worried about the Carolina Panthers offense because they revolve around the run game. They are heavy on running the ball. They want to go out and establish the run and run the ball 40 times a game, and that's understandable because Sam Darnold is not the guy you want to be putting the ball in the hands of to, win you the game. So if we can go out and do what we've been doing the past 6 weeks, we've been the number one rush defense in the league over the last 6 weeks. If we can go out, bottle up their offense, make Sam Darnold have to try and beat us, it's not going to be a difficult matchup then. If Sam Darnold is who they're resting on to get them over the hump to beat us and continue their playoff hopes, then I think we'll have an easier path to victory than say other teams. With that all being said, the one thing we do need to avoid is that this game could be a trap game, fellas. We have been the talk of the town. We've been the toast of the town. The media loves us. Everybody's hyping us up. And yeah, if the playoffs were to start today, you don't want to play the Lions. We are the number one team that teams don't want to play because we're hot, we're angry, and we have nothing to lose. We're a half a year ahead of schedule, okay? We were talking, Vegas wanted had us at 6.5 wins, and we were talking if we could get 6-7 wins, that'd be awesome. We weren't talking an actual playoff berth. We wanted to be in the hunt. But now, as the weeks progress on and as the playoffs get closer and closer, the Lions' odds of making the playoffs keeps getting greater and greater. So it is a possibility for us to make the playoffs. And if that happens, then we're going to be significantly ahead of schedule than we were, say, at the beginning of the year with the rebuild that's been going on. However, this could be a huge trap game for us, and this is going to be a huge indicator and a big measuring stick to see if our team has matured to the point that we all seem to think they have, the way that they've been conducting themselves, the way that they've been talking in interviews, the way that Aiden Hutchinson seems to be already a 6-year vet, the way he handles the media and talks about other players and stuff. Is our team going to be able to be mentally strong, be physically durable enough to withstand the cold, and also handle their stuff, not commit a lot of penalties, not play stupid ball, not get wrapped up in trying to play conservative and not you don't want to play to lose the game, okay? We got nothing to lose, man. Just go out and play ball, play smart, get the victory, keep rolling, don't get in your heads, guys. This isn't going to be a challenge, okay? If you do everything right, we'll be able to roll on them regardless of the weather. I'm going to say the Lions are going to win 31-17 in a mollywomping on Christmas Eve. That's what I'd love to see, fellas. So that's going to do it for us here. It's a Hat and Beard gang. I hope you all have a good weekend, and that we get to see the teams that we want to win, and that the Lions playoff hopes can be kept alive. I'd really like to see Jared Goff go down and do the things that Jared Goff has been known to do, and that is play smart ball. I don't need you to throw for the 300 yards. I just need the Lions to go and win and keep the playoff hopes alive. So you guys, hopefully MCDC and the gang are already on the sleigh heading down to Carolina to just drop the hammer down on the Panthers. And all in all, you guys, let's get out of there with a win. Now, from the bottom of my heart to you all at home, I do want to wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas. Okay, have fun on the Christmas year. Enjoy the holiday.
Time to 23 Skidoo. Or should I say 69 Skidoo?
She said that my pornos were boring.